Hello and welcome to the Dinosaw number 233, another 7 curious, interesting things I saw last week. So as ever, let's crack on. First one is Decart XR, and this is if you have a Quest 3 headset, you can now change your reality. So this uses Descartes' real-time video AI translation technology, should we call it. And basically what you do is there's 150 realities you can choose from, but if you don't like those, you can just say your own. And what it does is it translates the pass-through video from your headset and it translates it into a new video reality using AI. So whatever you want to see, it just changes reality. So if you want to be a zombie walking around your house, you can be. If you want everybody to be Lego, you can do as well. As I say, if it doesn't do it for you, you can change everybody into squirrels or whatever you want to do. So I've taken out a few of these clips because some of them were super creepy. So people having a beer at a party and all of a sudden they're in swimsuits. So you can kind of see where that's going. But there you go. You need to be in developer mode to do this because you have to sideload the app. It's not an official app. Go and visit the URL and follow the instructions. This is from Hokkaido University, and they have discovered a new glue. So using machine learning, they went through lots of data and they found a new hydrogel polymer that works extraordinarily well underwater, like the best ever. So I stuck this duck to a rock, for instance. It's even better than that. If you had a postage stamp size of this little polymer gel, it can actually hold up 65 kilos, which is sort of a normal person in water. So it's incredible glue. It looks like one of those kind of Instagram videos you see when people fixing a pipe, but that's exactly what it does. It sticks water. There you go. Very interesting. We have a new strongest glue, which is very exciting. OpenAI, the AI people, obviously people behind ChatGPT, have launched their agent builder, so their automation flow, and it's visual and it uses the boxes and strings like everybody else does. So really all they're doing is they're just rocking up to the party that everybody else has already been on. So if you know things like Zapier or N8N or Make or Opal from Google, for instance, then it's just adding one of those to the mix as well. Now, depending on what you want to do, then you just change these nodes and you connect to your AI and you get it to do if-then tasks or whatever you want to do. So for instance, if you want to then sort out your flight itinerary and then have a little agent to sort it out for you, awesome. Now, lots of chat as well saying, well, really OpenAI's large language model is really probably not the best thing to be automating with. If you have a task you want to automate, you probably want to do a very small model that does exactly what you need, rather than this big, ginormous model that knows how to write Harry Potter, etc. Like, it probably don't need that model. However, there you go. If that's your thing, you can use that as well. That's the agent builder. You do need credits for it, but other than that, it's available. Google have this really cool thing, the Gboard, basically the keyboards. And they have their team who creates these really whimsical keyboards. There's a bunch of these. There's a sort of infinity Toloroid keyboard and all sorts of things. And this is the latest one. I love this one. Harks back to the old telephones with the little dials on them. It's a fully functioning keyboard, and I love the kind of control. You can just, it's just brilliant. Now, why have they done this? They've just basically said, look, you know, obviously when you get angry, you start stabbing at keyboards and all that's very, very irritating and violent. So why not just chill out, make a soothing keyboard that is just rotary and beautiful. So I love this. I think that's amazing. I really want one of those. If you do want one of these, you can 3D print it yourself. They're not going to manufacture it, but you can make yours yourself, which I think is great. This is the WowCube. This is essentially the next version of the Rubik's Cube, although it has been around since 2016. It's been around for a long time. There was sort of a dad and son team who made this, some Russians, and it's now, I think, come under the same banner as Rubik, so they can now sell it. So there you go. So it is a 2x2x2, obviously cube, and each one of the faces, each one of the cubes has a screen on it which is interactive. It can change, you can play lots of games on it, and it's super cool. So just when you thought there was nothing left to do with the Rubik's Cube or the gaming cube, puzzle cube, whatever you want to call it, now you can. So the WowCube is now available for $300. Obviously, if you live anywhere outside the States, you might as well add another $100 for whatever's going to happen for your postage. There you go. But very interesting. Flock Safety are a company with a background in essentially law enforcement and drones, and they are now branching out into the civilian world. So if you are a private person and you want maybe one of these drones on your roof to do whatever, then now that's becoming a reality. So they're just getting some final FAA approval so that you can do non-line of sight flying. But what that means is if you own a shopping centre and somebody shoplifts you, you can send one of these drones up and it can follow the shoplifter and then do whatever you want after that. But there you go. So this is now, so if you are going to steal stuff from shops, in America especially, then you might be chased by a drone from the roof. What a time to be alive. Likewise, and finally, we have advertising on spaceships. So the Russian space agency, Roscosmos, there you go, which is apparently the official Russian state space agency, have now changed the rules and you can now actually advertise on their spaceships. Now, clearly this is, we're running out of money and we need to get some money. So if you want to put a logo on there, it's going to cost you a couple of million whatevers. But there you go. The fee structure hasn't been announced yet. So how much it costs to put your logos on there. By the way, I've generated this image. Obviously Lego, Pizza Hut, etc. are not actually doing this. But there you go. I would suspect you probably also need to be friendly with the Russians to get away with this as well. There you go. Interesting. So if you're so whatever's going to be advertised on next, billboards in space. There you go. Hopefully that was interesting. Hopefully it was useful. If it was, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and I will see you next week.